Okay, guys and girls, I'm making this tutorial for you. So if you're accessing from home on either your parents' or a family Chromebook or a laptop or a computer other than one the school is provided, you might have some difficulty at first accessing stuff and signing into websites that you have no problems accessing from school. And one of the reasons is you'll need to be signing in with your school credentials. So if you link from, let's say, Mrs. Fricky's Google Classroom page to Edpuzzle, to make sure that you can sign in and access that Edpuzzle video from Google Classroom, you're going to have to make sure that you're signed in on Chrome as the correct person. Your mom or dad might have a Google account, and if you go to sign in to watch Mrs. Fricky's video and your parents are signed on the computer, you're not going to find it. So what you're going to do is, once you click on the link from the Google Classroom page, if your account is not the one that's up or you're having difficulty accessing the material, you're going to have to add your account to the computer. And the way that you're going to do this is, if you're not signed in here, like if you look here, Mr. Farley is signed out, my school account, I'm signed out, you'll need to use another account if it doesn't appear on your home computer. Click on Use Another Account, and at that point, you're going to have to type in your last name and your first initial. Say first initial is John, at HoosickFallsCSD.org. Now, spelling is absolutely essential here. It will not recognize you if you don't spell HoosickFallsCSD.org correctly, nor will it recognize you if you don't spell your last name and your first initial the way it needs to be spelled. So make sure that you're spelling your last name, first name correctly. I'm going to sign in here as me, so you'll see the next screen here. And you'll click Next. Once that's correct, Farley C for me, HoosickFallsCSD.org. Click Next. And at that point, it's going to ask you for your password. And again, this typically, for most of you, will be the password that you use to sign onto your Chromebook at school. It has to be identical, however. There can be no mistakes. It's got to be the identical one you use. I'm going to type in mine here and click Next, and this will sign me in, and I should be able to access the material that any teacher is looking for me to assign. You won't have to type in your password typically after the first time you do this. Usually it will recognize your credentials once you type your password in for the first time. Again, this is only for accessing on a computer, a family computer, or a computer where you're not the one that signed in. Okay. Hope this is helpful. And if you have any questions, you can email Mr. Farley at farleyc@HoosickFallsCSD.org.